Hello there guys, it's Joel here, aka Gallucks, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I create fashion content here on YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. My user is @Gallucks on everything. And this video has been like a long time coming. As you can see from the title, it is what happened to my clothing line. And basically it never went away. To get straight into it. Running a clothing, starting a clothing brand and running a brand is not easy, at all. If you are new here, I launched a clothing brand back in April 2021, and our last product launch before this one that I'm going to tell you about in this video, because yes, there is a new drop coming, which I am super excited about. The previous one was probably January 2022, so yeah, it's been well over a year. That is my reasoning for creating this video as well. I kind of want to bridge the gap and tell you what's been going on kind of behind the scenes. I'm incredibly fortunate in that it's not been my main job, because my fashion content creation is my main source of income and has been for the past 8 years. So in that aspect, I'm very lucky, but in that aspect, I think it's also played a part in why things haven't happened as quickly, because it isn't my main source of income, if you know what I mean. I've had messages over the past year being like, have you abandoned ARCANA? What's happening with ARCANA? Any new ARCANA info? Any new drops coming soon? I have messaged people back and saying something is coming, please be patient. I'm discovering this at the same time, so it's I'm finding my way. And I think one thing that I've learned, especially from my friends who have started clothing brands and stuff like that I've been getting advice from and stuff, is that don't rush. That's probably the best bit of advice that I've got. And if you are at home thinking of starting a clothing brand as well, it's don't rush. Because if you rush things, you're not going to be happy. And if you're not happy, then you're not going to like what you're doing, and that's not good. So yeah, and I think that's really important as well. I especially think it's difficult in this day and age where everything is so instantaneous. People think things just appear out of thin air, and content is consumed so quickly these days. So it's what's new, what's next, what's happening. Even me as a consumer, I'm also I need the new thing right now. So the good news, I feel like I was stuck in limbo for a really long time, for over a year, with ARCANA and what was going on and what was happening. And I didn't want to talk about it because yeah, it made me upset, it made me feel bad. I'm super nervous to get back into it and have a drop and introduce new items to you guys. I'm excited but also nervous because yeah, it's just been this thing dangling in the back of my mind for over 12 months. But I'm super excited to show you the new pieces that I have launching on the 5th of March. Let me show you what we've been working on. There are 3 new pieces launching on Sunday the 5th of March, and drop 2 is already in the works. I feel like it's really important to me to have a constant flow of items launching now, because that's what I've been missing since the start. So everything is now manufactured in Portugal. The quality is next level. I feel like I learned a lot from what I created in the past as well. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, and on YouTube, I actually wore stuff a couple of times too. You should probably notice now that I can finally talk about it. First piece, I'm wearing one, but this is the Orbit t-shirt. So I actually made this logo towards the start of 2021. But it just never, I don't know, I had reservations about using logos in the beginning, and now I'm actually my logo's fucking sick and I want to use it. So here is the Orbit logo on an oversized tee. The Orbit logo itself is made of rhinestones. Tee is an oversized organic cotton t-shirt. It has a rib neck and an enzyme wash with a fade out. This piece is definitely inspired by all my Balenciaga t-shirts, which are super oversized. I'm wearing a size large. I'm actually wearing a long sleeve t-shirt underneath to give it that effect of being a long sleeve with the layer. But the t-shirt itself just comes short sleeve, which like I said, I've been wearing non-stop. I love the rhinestone logo. The way this shines, if you wear this on a night out as well, and someone takes a flash photo or a flash video, it sparkles. I love it so much. This was kind of inspired by my Ami Paris t-shirt that I wore for my birthday, which was rhinestone mesh. So I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle into the plain piece. And we now have sizes from extra small to double XL, which is amazing. I'm wearing a size large. There will be a size guide on the website, and I'll put them on the arcana.co.uk Instagram as well. So yeah, I love it so much. And it's very lightweight as well. It's like the perfect summer t-shirt. This with some short shorts and sneakers. Perfect. So yeah, I'm literally obsessed with this, and I'm so excited for you guys to be able to get your hands on it. So to recap, it will be available from sizes XS to double XL, very limited quantities, and it will be £80 and released on the 5th of March. Next up, so I dipped into denim previously, and I have a pair of like worker denim jeans with like paneling on them, very subtle details. But everybody knows I wear distressed baggy jeans all the time, and that's what I wanted to make for Arcana. So here we have the destroyed denim. I absolutely love them. So this is probably the sample that I've had for the longest and have been wearing for a really long time. And again, so many people like, where are the jeans from? And I'm like, Arcana coming soon. So details wise, there are a straight leg destroyed jean. They have hand distressed finishing. One thing that I will say is when you order them, they arrive with the distressing kind of intact. But then when I've been wearing them, and as I've put them on and put my foot through them, what happens is the hole gets bigger and bigger, which I absolutely love. If you want them to look more destroyed, just put your foot through it or like rip those shreds through, because that's how I wear them as well. They are stone washed with fade out. They have a custom branded leather patch on the back and metal hardware. So again, we see the Orbit logo on a custom leather patch on the back. So it's like a silver metallic patch. So if you have your top tucked in, or you're wearing like a vest or something like this, you'll be able to see the patch on your back, which is a really, really nice little detail that I absolutely love. And then you've got like metal hardware with the button, and then you have a zip, because I hate when jeans are button up. So yeah, button and a zip. I think these are like a staple piece for anyone's wardrobe, and they've been my favorite pair of denim since the first sample. These will retail for £135. Will be available in sizes, waist size 28, 30, 32, 34 and 36. So yeah, I'm super excited about these, and this is what they look like on. So for the third and final piece of the first drop, I have a hoodie. So here we have the Orbit hoodie, and you were asking where the Orbit is, and actually the Orbit is in tonal embroidery. So the Orbit is actually here. It's embroidered on, and it says Arcana underneath as well, but I wanted to do it tone on tone, so that it wasn't like staring right at you and super obvious. I just wanted it to be really understated, but still to include the logo, if you know what I mean. The fit of this is honestly perfection. Like I think I'm a connoisseur of hoodies just because I have so many different ones from all different types of brands. This is definitely inspired by some of the Korean pieces that I wear. So the hoodie we've been working on for a while because I just wanted the fit to be perfect. I mean, you can see in this on Body Shop what it kind of looks like. Although the fabric is dense, it's not too heavy. If you know anything about the weights of fabrics, it's 470 GSM. It has a YKK zipper. This, again, like all the pieces, have like a faded wash, so I really love that kind of like vintage worn effect, so I wanted to replicate that in these pieces. So the hoodie definitely has that, but I'm really happy with the production run of them because I feel like they are more on the black side, which is what I definitely want in a hoodie. It does come with a draw cord as well, but on all my hoodies I take it out, but I wanted to include it just in case people do like it and want it. If you don't like it, you can just pull it straight out, if you know what I mean. This is the hoodie that I've been literally wearing non-stop for months and people keep asking me about, so I'm so happy to finally tell you that it will be available on the 5th of March. So this will retail for £150 and it will be available in size XS to XXL. So to sum up for the first drop, which will be on Sunday the 5th of March for arcana.co.uk, we have the Orbit tee, which will retail for £80, available in sizes XS to XXL. We have the Destroyed denim, which will retail for £135 and is available in size 28 waist to 36 waist. And then we have the Orbit hoodie, which will be £150 and size XS to XXL. We ship worldwide, so you can be anywhere in the world and order. If you sign up to the Early Access newsletter, you'll be sent a password an hour before the official launch, so you can make sure that you get your size and make sure it's all done and dusted before the actual launch time. I've not been in a good place to talk about ARCANA for the past year or so because it really upset me, and it's been a difficult journey to kind of navigate. So the main crux of what happened is there was kind of like a breakdown in communication between me and my previous production company. We actually ended on very good terms. I think we both kind of realized that it wasn't really working because nothing was getting produced. And we did have problems with some of the pieces. We did have a major problem with the leather bag that I released. And the factory did end up replacing defective bags, but it took them almost 8 months to a year to replace them. So again, that had a detriment to my brand and my company and what was going on. So, but again, at the forefront of my mind was the customer and making sure that everyone was happy, you know, like accepting returns and talking to people and trying to figure it out. That was kind of one of the instances that kind of like shook things up a bit. And I think the next one was a kind of the breakdown in communication, in sampling. So in clothing brands, when you work with manufacturers, factories, production, stuff like that, you're sampling and you're sampling and sampling until you get it right, and then you produce said sample. And basically I was sampling new products through the course of 2021 to 2022. I know that working with factories and stuff, like sampling is never going to be 100% perfect the first time, like at all, but revision upon revision upon revision, and then things still being not up to par was a really big problem, and it caused a massive delay for obviously like over a year. Nothing was happening, and I think that I was at a busy time in my life because me and Scott had just bought our first house, so we were moving, we were like doing up the house and stuff like this. So, and then I have my like influencer career that was my main source of income as well. So I think ARCANA kind of like got pushed to the side. There's my baby and I love it so much and I was so upset. So it was in my mind the entire time. I was like, I need to get ARCANA back on track and I need to refocus and reignite the spark like in myself that I'd kind of lost. So I think I made the decision to kind of cut ties with the production company that I was working with and find a new company that could help like bring my ideas to fruition. So towards the end of last year, I started working with a new company. Maybe like November, we started working together, November, December, January, February, and the first drop is coming on the 5th, Sunday the 5th of March. Like I said, even though there's no bad blood between me and the previous production company, I think it was really difficult for me to do as well because I had, you know, built relationships with these people, so it was difficult for me to kind of like suck it up and be like, look, this isn't working, I'm gonna have to change what I'm doing. But in the long run, I feel like it's been the best decision because at the end of the day, it's my dream and it's my business and no one's gonna care about it as much as me. My outlook on my own brand, ARCANA now, and the vision in the future is so different, and what's happened to me and what's happened to it in the past has definitely helped it grow in like a different way to that I thought it would be. I feel like I've been rambling, so I'm gonna need to cut this down. But I just wanted an open discussion with you guys about what's going on, because I know quite a lot of you are, well, I know a lot of you have bought into the brand. I know a lot of you are interested in the fashion industry or maybe one day creating your own brand. So I thought it's important to talk about the downs as well as the ups. It's not all like, yay, like we sold out of this, like this is amazing. Like it's not smooth sailing like at all. So yeah, if you're interested and you like any of the pieces I've shown you, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, I'm so excited, and I'm so happy to be able to update you guys on what has been going on in this crazy roller coaster of having your own brand. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.